Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day The Single Life, Season 4, Episode 3, Debbie Tells a Lie. So we're just going to get around to it. This episode was very quick. Not much like drama or anything exciting go down in this episode. So we'll start with Miss Debbie. So Miss Debbie, she met a guy online and she only been talking to him for like a couple days, couple weeks or so, and he finally wants to meet up with her. His name was Russ. So prior to that, we seen Debbie and her son Julian. Remember Julian? He was a very protective son on her original season of The Other Way. I wasn't. I appreciated him being protective over his mother and everything. That was great. Am I a fan of him for other reasons? No. But I digress with that. But so he was on here. So she was telling him about this new guy. And then Julian was like, what's his name, date of birth, social security number? I'm like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. So, but this time Debbie did something kind of deceiving. Debbie is age 67, but she told this Russ guy that she was 57 because she was afraid that nobody would want a 57-year-old woman, 67-year-old woman, excuse me. So she tells him that she felt guilty about that. So, but she eventually was just like, I'm just going to tell him flat out. So they go on a date. She comes on this nice dress, shows her legs and stuff. They go play miniature golf, and they had a good time on the date. And then Debbie, like, she comes clean and says, I'm really 67, not 57. Now, the guy was just like, it's okay, Debbie. It's just a number. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, cool. But then Debbie spilled the beans of what she did with Osama. She's like, and she told him like, oh, I dated this young artist from Morocco. He is 24. I'm like, Debbie, Debbie, come on. Not on the first date, like, and everything. So like this guy, and then she asked, well, will I see you again? And the guy was like, yes, and stuff. And I'm just like, Debbie, like, I appreciate the honesty, but some things you just need to keep to yourself, at least on the first date. Like, at least on the first date, you want to just keep that to yourself. I'm just saying. Just saying. So, yeah, that was Debbie, but bless Debbie. So I love Miss Debbie. I hope she finds the true love that she's looking for. Next person I want to talk is Goofy Natalie. So Natalie and Josh decide to meet up with Natalie's mom at a restaurant. And Josh is there ready, trying to make up for not being at the hotel, at the air, trying to redeem himself for not being at the airport to pick them up and stuff. And they go on this romantic date, and Josh is being Mr. Smooth Talker, saying, oh, I'm with two beautiful ladies in the world and everything. However, prior to that, before they went on this date, Natalie's mom was like, why don't we just invite Mike? And I'm just like, oh, God, no, please don't. Please don't. Because Natalie's mom actually does like Mike and everything. So, but now it's like, no, Josh, I have a good thing going on with Josh, and no. So Josh comes on a date, and, he's smooth talking his way in and all that. And, it was a good dinner, a good surprise. So that was basically it. This recap ain't gonna be long, guys. So yeah, that was Natalie basically. Next person I want to talk is Crazy Chantel. So Chantel, remember she met that soccer player last week, and now she wants to go visit him. Now she's in Greece, and she's with her girlfriends and everything, and the guy invited her and the friends to his hometown in Greece, which is 4 hours away from where they're currently staying at. Now the girl when discussing it, the girls were not happy about like going 4 hours away because like your soulmate is here at this resort or just a little bit outside around it. Do we really have to go 4 hours? And Chantel's like, I'm probably gonna be missing out on a lot of things if I don't go and stuff. So the crew was just like, okay, let's go. So they go. Chantel gets a message from the guy saying, I'm glad you're coming, blah, blah, blah. And then he asks, can you meet me at 700 hours? At 700 hours or something. And they're still in the car. They still got an hour to go. And all of them had a meltdown saying, wait a minute, she ain't going to be ready in time. So they quickly reach into the back, get out Chantel's suitcase, and she changes in the car. Like they rushed to change her in the car. It was just a mess. Like she got completely undressed, had to cover her up just to get her hair done, all in the car. Like, I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do to impress somebody, but dang, I mean, I'll admit, Chantel got some really good friends. Chantel, she has really good friends, but I don't know. Again, as I said the last couple of weeks, that lifestyle is just not for me. Their little that lifestyle is just not for me. So yeah, yeah, good friends, but I hope that works out. We'll see more next week. So yeah, that was Chantel. Next person I want to talk, we met John, Patrick's brother John. So John is on the single life. And John, he got kicked out of Patrick's house, finally. Patrick and Thais had a baby. And after the baby was born, basically, John had to kick out. So he's now staying with the other brother that we seen that lives in Texas. No, they all moved to Vegas. But I remember meeting the other brother during their initial season and stuff. And that's where John's staying. He's now living out of a suitcase and stuff. But we seen him holding his knees at Patrick and Thais' house and discussing like, do you want this? And he's like, no, I like being Uncle John. Thais said that, he doesn't like to have responsibility. And John's like, well, I've been talking to this girl named Megan. So John is currently talking to this beautiful 33-year-old named Megan. I guess she has a daughter. She lives in Texas. He's seen her once, and he's planning on going to see her and giving it a shot. So I just hope that he's serious about it because John, he's still crazy John, and hopefully this girl settles him down a little bit. So he's preparing to do that, and that's all we've seen from John right from the start. So yeah, that was John. And the next person, I think this is the last person I want to talk is Tim. Tim. Okay, last week Veronica took Tim on this like singles place, and he met somebody there that he actually been talking to online named Lucina or something like that. And she's Colombian, Latina and stuff, which is his type. And they hit it off, and on this episode, it was their first date. So on their first date, they go and play croquet and stuff. And Tim asks like what kind of what do you do in a relationship? Like what she's like, I like being affectionate. I love to kiss. Can I show you? And Tim was like, no, my face is all sweaty and stuff. And I was watching Pillow Talk, and someone said, well, your face is probably sweaty because you're wearing a hoodie in the summertime, bro. So just saying. So, they're talking and having a good time. And then he asked, this was funny. He asked her, like if you could rate this date, how would you rate it? How would you grade me? And she said a 5. And he was like, a 5 out of what? And she said 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. So that's basically an F. A 5 out of 10 is an F. So that's a 50%, and that's an F. So this girl is about to be Jennifer part 2. She's asking for some affection. He did not give it to her. Again, I get that Tim wants to be respectful, and I 100% respect that. But, beautiful, like you got the most, he's attracting the most beautiful woman in the world, and he's not going for it. Like they just, like, it's not like she was asking him to be intimate, but that was his problem when he was with Jennifer, is that he wasn't intimate with her and stuff. But this girl asked him for some little bit of affection, like a hug and a kiss or something, just a little something, something, and he wouldn't do it. So I don't know. He said there will be another date, but that was that. So Tim, get it together. So judging by the previews of next week's episode, looks like we're finally going to see the showdown between Tim and Jamal. Because remember, Veronica is dating Jamal, so we're finally going to see that showdown. I can't wait to see that. We didn't see Tyree in this episode, so before I sign up, let me just give you guys a couple updates in the 90-day universe. So on Pillow Talk was a surprise. Kim's son Jamal, who's on this season, Kimberly and Jamal, they normally do pillow talk nowadays and stuff. Well, last night and next week, Kim was on pillow talk, but not, of course, not with Jamal. Guess who she was with? She was with Riley. Riley from B90 of last season of B90. She was with Riley. I heard the rumors that her and him are dating, and she kept on saying on Pillow Talk BFFs and everything, and then said something about a romance. Like, so, like, I don't know if she's saying it official, but there's been rumors of them dating, and they're on freaking Pillow Talk, Riley and Kim, and Riley still got some snarkiness to him, just like how he did when he was with Violet. I noticed that watching Pillow Talk. Like, he still got his little snarkiness in him a little bit. But, Kim is not one to back down. Kim ain't Violet. She'll shut that down quick. But, yeah, that's a surprise. I think they'll make a good couple? Yes. But it's just a little funny right now. And then another update I want to share with you guys is that they also started 90-day diaries and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to cover diaries, but I will give you a quick update. Jenny and Submit. Now, their whole storyline has been Submit's parents and stuff. Well, at the last Happily Ever After tell-all, Submit's father gave their blessing and stuff to bless the marriage. But we still haven't heard from the mom yet. Well, on Diaries last night, Jenny and Submit went out with the mom and dad, and the mom was there, and she was smiling, and she finally accepted the marriage. So, as long as they're happy, that's all that matters. So I'm like, okay, well, it took like 11 years, 12 years, but we finally got some acceptance, so I'm happy for Jenny and Submit, finally. Now watch, they ain't gonna get, I wonder what their storyline is gonna be if they get another season, but I'm happy for them. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on Sunday, Monday to recap 90 Day Fiance. Again, I'm not doing Married at First Sight unless something great. I do know Married at First Sight. We get Michael is about to be married to Chloe and stuff, and their journey is about to begin. So remember, Michael got jilted out the altar at the beginning of the season. So now they got him a new wife, so their journey continues. Just a quick update with Married at First Sight. Emily and Brennan. Brennan is just nothing phases him right now. He's just not into it. Claire and Cameron, they are temporarily separated because, and then I guess Cameron is battling some heart problems and some health and heart problems. Beck and Austin, are actually doing pretty good. So, and of course, Lauren and Ryan are already separated. So, Married at First Sight, Denver. I expected more this season, and it's just not happening. So I hope Michael and Chloe do well. All right, guys, that is it. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.